Yes, you found my page. Welcome. I am Latoya, aka Makeup Toys. If you want to see how I created this look right here, hit that subscribe button and let's play with some makeup. For this look, I'm not going to focus on my skin too much because I want to show you all how I created the continent of Africa on my face. First, I chose which side I wanted to create on, and I used the dual eyelash adhesive to keep the hair down. To remove the stickiness that the glue left behind, I'll use my chalk dust in the shade O from the crayon case to set the brow. Today, I'm using the L'Oreal Infalible foundation with my Juvia's Place I Am Magic flat top brush, and I'm just patting that foundation into my skin. Using my Morphe M224 brush, I'm just carving out the shape of my eyebrow. This is not how I usually do my eyebrow, but for this look, this is the method that I used. I'm a drugstore makeup kind of girl, so here I'm using my favorite LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan to highlight. I'm only highlighting the left side of my face because the right side obviously is going to get lost later on. I'm also using that concealer to prep my lid for the eyeshadow that I'm going to use on the left side. Using the stick foundation by Makeup Revolution, I'm going to contour my face. I didn't go too harsh with this contour because I wanted it to be a little more on the natural side rather than the Instagram snatched side. So for today, it's going to be simple. I love using a damp sponge with my setting powder. Some people like brushes, but I love a sponge. This sponge is from the Beauty Bakery. Yes, the Beauty Bakery. So as you can see, I'm just tapping that setting powder into the areas that I would like to highlight and set. Finally, we're gonna get into some colors. I'm using the box of crayons eyeshadow palette by the crayon case for this entire look. First, I'm going to take that brown shade in my crease using a tapping motion to build up the color. As I work my way towards my inner eye, I'm going to lessen the intensity because I don't want the brown too harsh on the inside. Next, I'm going in with the black and I'm just tapping it in my crease. We need to bring a little, a little sexiness, so I have to smoke it out just a little. Nothing too extra, but to bring some depth to the eye. Lastly, I'm going to take the gold shade and just tap it across my lid until it meets with the black. And then go back into the black to blend them together. Using my Line Me liquid eyeliner, also from the crayon case, I'm going to take that liner from my tear duct out towards the black eyeshadow. Where the eyeliner meets the black eyeshadow, I'm going to use a brush with some black eyeshadow to blend them out together. I'm going to do this while the eyeliner is still wet so that it blends together seamlessly. Now for the part we've all been waiting on. This is the Ruby Kisses 24-hour Eye Define Liner. I'm using it to create the outline of the shape. I have been never good at art, so this was a challenge for me. I used my phone, I put up a picture of Africa, and I emulated to the best of my ability what I saw. And that was not easy. I wanted every crease, every curve, every turn around that continent and it didn't look like Africa. But eventually I got something that looked really close to it, really close. This is the shape I got at first, and clearly I'm not pleased. So to fix the necessary areas, I went back in with my foundation and the first brush that I could find and just buffed the eyeliner out so I can go back in with my pencil and fix the areas that I did not like. After trial and error, this is the shape that I settled for. Moving on to my holy grail, I'm using my P. Louise Rumor 1 base. I'm going to use this to create a blank canvas for my eyeshadow. I am going to tap it along the outline I've already created and then working my way inside until the entire area is covered. Using the Morphe M224 brush, I'm just tapping that entire area. A lot of people use paint on their face, but I don't have paint and I've never used paint before. So I'm working with what I have, and I really prefer trying new things and doing things a little different from everyone else. So I work with what I have regardless. So instead of swiping that, like if I'm swiping the base like I'm painting, I'm tapping it into the foundation. Because if I swipe, it's going to mix into the foundation, and that is not what we want. You want to keep it as white as possible. So when the eyeshadow goes on top, it's going to pop. So the lighter the base, the brighter the eyeshadow. This is my favorite brush for evening out the consistency of my base. It's the Morphe E20. You must ensure your base is even so your eyeshadow would not be patchy. Going into the black shade, using the Morphe M503 brush, I'm going to tap that color along the outline. This should be repeated as many times as needed until the black is so intense that there is no white coming through. Next, using the green, I'm going to tap it in just like I did before with the black. But this time, I'm going to go into the black a little with the green because we want a smooth transition. We want a blend between the two colors. If I go alongside the black with the green, they're going to just be standing next to each other. And we don't want them standing next to each other. We want them intertwined with each other. We want them blending. So we're going to go back and forth to the green and black so we can blend them out. So if the green goes in too much, you tap back in with the black. You go vice versa until it's blended seamlessly. Right now, I'm getting so excited with how it's coming out. Like, I had no idea it would look like this. Exactly what we did with the black and the green, we're going to do with the green and the red. So the red is going to go into the green just a little so they blend together. And then we're going to just continue that around the whole shape of the green, going back and forth between the green and the red until they blended into each other. So I'm going to tap that red in, and if it goes into the green too much, I'm going to go back in with the green and back and forth until we get a smooth transition. That's all we want in this whole entire look, smooth transitions. Last but not least, we're going in with the yellow, and we're going to just fill the remaining space. As we did before, I'm going to go over the red just a little with the yellow so the two colors could blend with each other. For this entire shape, what we want to do with the eyeshadow is to remember to keep tapping it in. Tap, not swipe. I got this beautiful glitter on Amazon. It's from the Glitter Warehouse and the color is Chunky Gold. I used my Duo eyelash adhesive to stick it. Trust me, with this glue, your glitter ain't going nowhere. It's not falling out, it's gonna stick. So I applied it to all the areas I wanted to put my glitter, and I just tapped that glitter into that glue. Tap, 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 stick, stick, stick. It's not going anywhere. Now that the main shape is completed, I'm going to go back in with my foundation and clean up the edges where I may have gone outside or even where fallout may have dropped. I'm just going to clean it up and make that shape seamless. You want clean and sharp edges. Initially, this is all I was going to do, but I'm extra, so here comes the foil. I also got this foil on Amazon, and I used my NYX glitter primer to stick it on. If you want to get this foil and all the other products that I've used here today, I've listed them below so you can go check it out. To apply the foil, I used my glitter glue first and placed it in the areas that I wanted to stick the foil. Then, using my small brush, which I would list below, I picked up the foil and applied it directly to the glue. And using the brush, I just shaped it into the pattern that I wanted it to stick. The inspiration for this look actually came from the news. 2 French doctors wanted to go to African countries to test the coronavirus vaccines. Like, are you serious? Like, why would you even think about doing that? But thankfully, the World Health Organization did not allow that to happen. They considered the remarks as racist, and they just put a stop to it right away. They shut that down, and I'm so happy that they did. Too often, people of African descent are treated unfairly, so I'm so happy that that did not get to happen. And I was just happy to raise awareness by creating this look. In 2020, things like this should not be happening. It's 2020. Get it together, guys. Come on. After completing the shape, I finished my face off camera, and now I'm just going to put on my lipstick by the crayon case in the color Blackboard to add that finishing touch to this beautiful look. Y'all, I'm so happy about this one. Guys, I am so obsessed with this look. Like, look at that. I did that. It was my first time doing something off of my lids, and I'm so obsessed with it. It looked even better from my phone. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me and looking at my first ever YouTube video. Like, that is crazy. So if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button, like and share. Till we meet again, live in love.